From Studio B at Soundmind Recording Studios, it's The Balcony Show with your host, Ann Thatcher, the Madcat, and Bo Sommer. We have searched the globe for the best in indie music so you don't have to. Here we go, The Balcony Show.
And you're listening to The Balcony Show right here in Studio B with Madcat, Ann, and Bo. Hi, guys.
What up?
Hi, Ann. Madcat!
Been a while.
What's going on?
Oh, my gosh.
I hope everybody's holiday was good.
Yeah,
It's been way too long.
it has been.
And as you can see
thanks.
or hear, probably, we're remote. So, anyways,
Check
we
1,
have
2,
Taylor
sound
Tote.
okay?
We have Taylor Tote on today's show. Really excited about bringing you her music. She's a very unique individual, kind of pop, kind of rock. There's definitely hear the Amy Winehouse kind of thing going on with her. Super talent, and she'll be with us later in the show. But first, it's your favorite time. Thatchtag.
The good old
I've missed this so much.
All right. So, hashtag pinfish.
Pinfish?
Pinfish.
Pinfish. Like
Okay.
pin
And
fish.
When I was growing up, I don't know. Yeah, pinfish. But when I was growing up, my mom was a single parent, so we didn't have a lot of money, and we ended up camping on an island for the entire season. And we didn't have money for poles. You know what I mean? Fishing poles. And we decided we were going to go down to the dock as kids and we were going to fish. And of course, how do you make a hook? That's right, out of a little straight pin. So we're all there and we're fishing with our poles with the string with our little pins on the end. And we're waiting and waiting and waiting, and the other kids are getting nibbles and stuff like that. Some carp had the nerve to come up and take my entire pin, pole, and everything. It literally jumped out of the water and swallowed almost my entire string with my little pin, and it ran away with all I could see was my pole going. And I was like, you know what? First life lesson, there it is. You know what? If somebody can take, they're going to take it all, man. So you better just get used to it because, yeah.
That's my
so
motto.
much for camping.
If somebody's going to take it, they're going to take it all.
But yeah, that was, you know what? And I was a little embarrassed too, to be honest with you, because people were looking at us, probably feeling sorry for us. But if I would have had a real rod, I would have caught like the biggest fish of the day. But no, I got to have a pinfish. And there it went.
I didn't know that you were a little fisher.
Oh, I am. Quite good at it, actually.
Sure.
But not as good. I want to try fly
Wow.
fishing eventually. So.
I haven't
That
gone
looks actually
fishing.
very cool. I would love to try that.
Fly fishing?
Yeah,
Hell,
well, go get a pin.
yeah.
You have a fishing rod, Madcat?
No, God, no. I haven't fished in years. When I was a kid, that was all we did all summer long. Be out fishing or digging frogs. The last time I went fishing was, probably back in '96. We all were sitting around drinking one night, and then we decided, you know what? Hey, let's go fishing. So we went down to Sheepshead Bay, went out, rented a boat, and went out on the ocean.
Oh, no.
That was a good time. Ran into a storm while we were out there. That was a good time.
Man, I'll never forget the first time I went blues fishing. All I heard all day long was Jersey Blues on the Buccaneer. Yeah, half the boat was chumming on the other side, and yeah, whatever. Oh, I'll never forget that. No. Anyways, let's get things started today with the song from Council, Numb. Take a listen, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back, guys, to the Balcony Show, and we are super stoked to have Taylor Tote on our show tonight. And right now, coming up is her song, Never Have I Ever. This song is so, I don't know, just gives me a vibe. I just want to like swoon and have a glass of red wine and just like chill out with some low lights. Check it out. Very cool tune.
Hey, nice to see you, but I don't need a drink. We're not trying this again if that's what you think. Even though I'm not with someone new, doesn't really mean I still want you. Did you forget that's why I left? Now bad dates turn to long nights with my roommates. We're up late laughing about all of our mistakes. Yeah, if you don't wanna know why I feel this way, maybe you shouldn't have started this game. If you think you're gonna win, never have I ever felt this way when we were together. I know it's hard to swallow the truth that I'd rather be alone than with you. Never have I ever never felt better. You gotta find something better to do, 'cause never have I ever. The way you had your coffee in the morning, never sweet 'cause the bite was more important. Now you want some sugar in your empty cup, and I'm not the one who's gonna fill you up, 'cause I got myself to love. Never have I ever felt this way when we were together. I know it's hard to swallow the truth that I'd rather be alone than with you. Never have I ever never felt better. You gotta find something better to do, 'cause never have I ever live my life the way that I know I want to. Never have I felt so good, now I don't have to worry about you. Never have I loved myself the way that I know I want to. Never have I felt better, now I don't have to worry about you. Never have I ever felt this way when we were together. I know it's hard to handle the truth, 'cause never have I ever loved you. Never have I ever felt this way when we were together. I know it's hard to swallow the truth, 'cause I'd rather be alone than with you. Never have I ever never felt better. You gotta find something better to do, 'cause never have I ever loved you.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Balcony Show, and we are very excited because we have Taylor Tote on the phone.
Hi.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Hello.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Taylor.
I'm so,
Welcome to the Balcony Show, girl.
I'm so excited to be a part of it.
Our listeners just heard your song, Never Have I Ever. And I got to tell you, I love the vibe on this song.
Thank you.
That is not your latest single. We'll have your latest single coming up, but one of your newer singles. And I got to say, I want to ask you about your writing process. How does writing music happen for you? Do you do it with somebody else? Do you get the melody first or lyrics? How does that happen?
So every song is a little bit different. I definitely love to collaborate with people and write with different artists and different songwriters and work with different producers. But there has been times where I definitely have like written a full song completely by myself. Never Have I Ever in particular. I got the idea for that song, funny enough, because I was excited about another song. So we were about to release Evergreen. It was a duet between me and Nick Ryan. And I was like making a post and I was like, never have I ever been so excited to release a song. And I was like, Never Have I Ever could be like a really cool title for a new song. So that's kind of where that stemmed from. But I knew when I was writing it, I had the concept, I knew what I wanted to say. Nick and I had sat down and we got the guitar part, we got the melody down, and pretty much just like the main parts of the chorus. But besides that, it was actually really hard to get everything else. We went into the studio and demoed it really without lyrics. It was a lot of like la la la's just to fill in the holes of the lyrics we didn't have. And that was all really before the pandemic started. So once the pandemic happened, I kind of pushed off writing in general because I was like angry. And I was not inspired. I just felt really burned by the whole thing. And Never Have I Ever is kind of like an ode to self-love and finally feeling happy in a single life again. And when I was forced kind of to be out of the dating world, I genuinely didn't feel like that. So to kind of go back into those feelings and what I wanted to write about was really hard. So, but I'm happy because the inspiration finally did come around and I was able to write it. But yeah, once the lyrics came, then the song was basically done. We did everything else for that song first.
I gotta say, that is one of my favorite songs from you. I absolutely love it. Great job.
Thank you so much. I'm really, really genuinely very happy with how that song turned out, considering the process that and the journey that song took me through. So I'm happy you like it as well.
Yeah, it's so, and it's catchy. You know, it's something that you remember. It's definitely memorable. So I think we just heard that before we came in on the interview with you. So you know, if anybody's just joining in on listening to our show right now, definitely go check out Never Have I Ever.
Yeah.
And you've had the opportunity while you were out there and gigging and stuff like that. You were at NAMM in California on the main stage.
Yeah.
You've tell us some of your favorite people that you've had the opportunity to perform with.
Oh my gosh, I feel like that's such a hard question because you even mentioned NAMM, and that's things that I like feel like I forget about sometimes. So when you say that, I'm like, oh my God, that was so cool. I feel like at this point, it seems like it was so long ago, but it really wasn't.
I was just going to say, everything seems like a million years ago now.
It really does. And I feel like a lot of that has to do with this year. I hate to keep bringing up, the past year and everything, but just with being in kind of like a little bit of a lull and not really able to go out there and do as much as I was doing, it definitely feels like all of those things that I was doing was so long ago. But NAMM was just such an incredible experience. I was so grateful to be able to do that. And then speaking of, some of my favorite people to play with, Nick Ryan is definitely up there. I've been working with him for several years. We went to the same vocal coach and had the same guitar teachers and everything like that. So we've known each other for a really long time. We've been in and out of each other's bands and working together for a long time. And also I had the opportunity to go on a national tour with Remember Jones. And they're based out of Asbury Park, New Jersey. And that was an experience that I will never forget. I felt like I was definitely not even at the caliber that those musicians were at. So getting the opportunity to play with them, but even learn from them as well, was something that I don't think I will ever take for granted. I learned so much by playing with the members of Remember Jones, for sure.
And you've won 4 years in a row top female vocalist for the Asbury Music Award. Kudos to you for that. How cool is that?
I actually was nominated 4 years in a row. I didn't win. But that was definitely something that was really cool too, to just kind of be recognized at the end of the year, be recognized for my hard work and just kind of everything that I've done to be involved with the community. I'm not like a big person who's, like in on competition and competition within the industry. I really don't believe in it. I really believe in being supportive, and building everybody up and being collaborative and just kind of putting our brains together. But the recognition alone really genuinely does mean a lot to me.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So the next song our listeners are going to hear is Quarter Century Life Crisis.
Quarter life crisis.
Quarter life crisis.
Yeah.
25 years old and you're having a life crisis already.
Yeah.
But I really like this song. What made you write this?
So I've always have had an issue. It sounds bizarre, but I really have always had an issue with my age. So anytime that I have like gone to shows or have really just been anywhere, like any sort of event, whether it had to do with music or not, and anytime I was surrounded by people who were even just like the littlest bit older than me, like really only by a few years, I felt like I was always treated like I was a child and like I didn't know anything. And it wasn't something that was like, oh, you're so young, you have so much to learn. It was more of like, ooh, you're like really young and you really don't know what you're talking about. And that was something that like every year I always looked forward to just like being able to say like, I'm 21, I'm 22, and then I finally got to 25 and I was like, okay, like I understand I'm young. I understand I have so much life ahead of me and that, you know, I have so many things to experience and so many things to learn. But there came a point where I was like, I feel like I can, like just saying I'm 25, like people are going to take me seriously. And I turned 25 in June. And it was seriously like probably a week or two after my birthday. And someone had made the comment. It was like one of my family members. And I don't really think they meant it to be mean, but I definitely took it very personally. And they kind of laughed at me and they were like, you don't know what you're talking about. You're not an adult. You're not an adult until you go through struggles. And I was like, well, that's not really fair because look at the year that we've gone through so far. I mean, just look at the journey that I've taken to get to 25. I definitely have struggled a lot in my life. I definitely think that I'm an adult, and I think I should be taken seriously. But then also in the same breath, people want to judge me for maybe doing things that I'm a little bit too old to be doing. So when is it that I'm going to be, you know, I'm too young and I'm too old? There's no in between. Like, when am I going to able to finally be able to do the right thing for my life and for what everyone else thinks is like the right path to life and what the right thing to be doing in your 20s and 30s is. So,
you know what? The minute you decide that they don't matter and what matters is your own work and your own art and making yourself happy. That's when.
Yeah.
That's a true story. That's a true story.
Yeah. I just like everything, every single lyric in Quarter Life Crisis is true to me and true to things that I've gone through and the ways that I've felt and comparing myself to friends and everything like that. Like I truly did have friends getting married and I was literally getting drunk at the bar. And I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Like I can't be doing this. And then I'm like, but I think I'm having fun. I'm doing the best that I can right now. And, you know, just trying to get through it and in the ways that I know how. And I don't think that makes me, you know, like less, you know, worthy of an opinion.
No.
You know, that was the main thing. Like people just didn't really listen to my opinions because I was either too old to have an opinion or too young to have an opinion. And I was like, all right, I'm going to write a song about it.
Yeah, but you know what? You prove them wrong by just doing what you do, and you're doing it very well. So keep doing what you're doing because it's fantastic. So we're going to take a break and let our listeners hear Quarter Life Crisis, and we'll be right back with Taylor Tote.
Wish I could rewind and fast forward at the same time. Move as fast as I can, but I don't want to rush it to the end. I'm jumping out of planes just to feel something. Yet I'm scared of the dark when no one's there to keep you safe. The monsters in my head are also under my bed. And when you're in between, no one takes it seriously. When you're too young and too old, you've gotta tug of war where your heart goes. But let go of the rope, get excited. You're my friends are getting married on Sunday. Trying on everyone's last name just to see if it's gonna rain. But if it fits today, I'm not changing mine anyway. I wish I was 5, can't wait till a 5-year-old's mine. And when you're in between, no one takes it seriously when you're too young and too old. You've gotta tug of war where your heart goes, but let go of the rope, get excited. You're thriving through your quarter-life crisis. Deep in this bottle of wine, 'cause I worry about everything all the time. Trying to get on with my life, and no one wants to give me a try. Get your shit together, you don't need all the answers. What's it gonna be when no one takes me seriously? Too young and too old. You've got a tug of war where your heart goes, but let go of the rope, get excited. You're thriving through your quarter-life crisis. When you're too young and too old, you've got a tug of war where your heart goes, but let go of the rope, get excited. You're thriving through your quarter-life crisis. 'Cause when you're too young and too old, you've got a tug of war where your heart goes, but let go of the rope, get excited. You're thriving through your quarter-life
That was Quarter Life Crisis by Taylor Tote. Yeah, folks, you are back on the Balcony Show, and we are talking with Taylor Tote. Taylor, that was a fantastic song. So,
Thank
what other things have you been doing during all this crazy times, like keep yourself entertained?
Yeah, well, in terms of keeping myself entertained, besides music, I definitely try to go for walks as often as possible. And I definitely have been getting a lot of ideas and inspirations on those walks just to keep myself active and a little bit sane and getting out of my house. But working on a lot of ideas, a lot of collaborations coming in the new year. I am so excited to be working with new people from my area, outside of my area, expanding my network. And like I said earlier, I really, truly believe in a collaborative industry. And that's, I guess, going to be the theme for the next year or so. I do have a collection of songs that I'm going to be working on that should hopefully be released in early 2021, definitely before the summer, which is going to be stuff that's very different from me. I'm working with my friend Russell Hayden, and he is awesome. And this is going to be a sound that I've never dove into before, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I am really excited to see how it's going to be received by everybody else, because right now it's sounding really awesome. And then also I'm working on something that doesn't really have to do with me releasing music, but I believe it's going to be something that's going to help the music industry and creatives like myself to meet more people and to become more collaborative. So that's as much as I can say about that.
So go to TaylorTote.com.
Yeah.
Follow her on Facebook. What's your Facebook handle?
My Facebook handle is Taylor Tote Music. As you said, my website's TaylorTote.com, and my Instagram is @TayTote.
There you go. You want to follow her, like her. Sounds like you got a lot of really cool things coming up, Taylor.
Yes, I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much for having me.
And when this opens up, you got to come up to the studio and do kind of like a little live thing so that we can all watch it. We'd love to have you in studio. And
I would absolutely love that. I am dying to get back into a studio, anything, anywhere I could be around people. I'm such a people person, so staying away from everybody has been so hard. But I would absolutely love to come to the studio as soon as timing calls for it.
all right. Well, listen, I want to thank you for spending some time here. We're going to finish with your song, Other. You want to set that up for our listeners?
Yeah, so the song One Night, I worked on in late 2019. That's when we released it in December of 2019. It was a part of the Telegraph Hill Records second volume 2 compilation that they are now starting to do every year. And that was kind of the pivot for, I think, my music going forward. I had always struggled with my sound before that. Just things that I wanted to do, how I was releasing my music, how I was recording my music, the people that I was working with. Everyone that I've worked with has been so kind, so awesome, just so amazing and everything like that. But I think that there was something in me that was not clicking until we recorded One Night and released it. And I really just think that was a pivot. Actually, Nick Ryan and I wrote that song probably in 2015 and didn't record it, like I said, until 2019. And it's really just about, wanting something that you can't have. And, maybe can I just have it for one night? And that was a song we always really liked, but never did anything with. And I'm actually really happy we held out on it because, like I said, it was just such a pivot for me in my career and really set up everything else that came after it. So I'm excited for everyone to hear this one.
All right. Without further ado, we're going to listen to One Night by Taylor Tote. Thanks, Taylor.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Well, man.
I get a little anxious, I get a little nervous, 'cause when I'm in your presence, I just want your touch. 'Cause when you smile my way, oh please stop smiling my way. This won't happen today, I can't have your love. Your eyes are locked on me now, can't turn back, even if we could somehow. I think you want me, you say you don't. Don't worry now, no one knows. Don't have to share, don't have to fight. Give it in for just one night. No one's around, no need to hide. You can't deny, I'm just your type. I see the way you look at me. Oh, so stay one night or leave. I wanna feel your kiss pressed up against my lips. When your hands reach for my hips, I can't get enough. 'Cause I know I can't have you. Oh, it hurts, I can't have you. Tell me what you want me to do till the sun comes up. My mind is set on you now, can't turn back when you're ready to hit the ground. I think you want me, you say you don't. Don't worry now, no one knows. Don't have to share, don't have to fight. Give it in for just one night. No one's around, no need to hide. You can't deny, I'm just your type. I see the way you look at me. Oh, so stay one night or leave. I need to know what it's like holding you close. We're more than friends, but who's to say it won't happen again? I
Indie Radar on your radar right now. I think we spoke about this a couple shows back, called Amplify Her Voice. And it really favors women in the music industry and just amplifying women's voices in this industry. So just wanted to let everybody know, coming up on January 15th, if you go to Instagram or just even do a normal Google search, but on Instagram, the handle is Amplify Her Voice. And they have a very cool virtual meetup for anyone who wants to join. I think right now they've got about 500 people signed up. And it's Amplify Her Voice, Girls Behind the Rock Show Virtual Networking Happy Hour. So if you have a chance, check it out. Sign up to get the link to actually join the stream. And I think it's a Zoom call, but if it bumps you off the Zoom, I know that they're doing some other like side things so that this sort of networking, virtual networking thing is going to actually be streamed probably through Facebook or some other social media platforms. But again, next Friday, January 15th, Amplify Her Voice, Girls Behind the Rock Show. It's a virtual networking happy hour. So definitely check it out. Whether you're an artist, behind the scenes person, doesn't matter. We would love to see you there.
Hey, thanks, Bo. I'd like to remind you that The Balcony Show is proudly produced by Soundmind Recording Studios for all your production needs. Check them out at soundmindrecording.com.
Madcat, Madtrax.
Oh, yeah, that's the time. It's Madcat's Madtrax. And today's song is Never Be the Same by Shimmer Johnson. Go, sit down, give it a listen, and here we go.
Hold me, don't say a thing. Carry me to another place. Just say it's over, I'm right here. Just make this whole world disappear. When everything you've loved is lost, when everything you see is gone, please don't say it's okay that I'll make it through when all I feel is pain. Life will never be the same. Never be the same. Long nights, a restless day. No words left to say. Just say it's over, I'm right here. Just make this whole world disappear. Let's pretend that this is just a bad dream. Let's make this nightmare disappear. When everything you've loved is lost, when everything you've seen is gone, please don't say it's okay that we'll make it through when all I feel is pain. when everything you see is gone. Please don't say it's okay that I'll make it through when all I feel is pain. Life will never be the same. Never be the same.
Welcome back to the Balcony Show. And coming up next, we've got Kendall Conrad. What a cool, cute superstar. She's local to our area, and check out her song, Stranger Things.
There's been a man walking on the moon and cars that drive themselves. It's all so crazy, just like us do. But I don't want nobody else. Nothing about us, boy, makes any sense. Like wearing ripped jeans to a black tie event, or showing up in diamonds to a barbecue soiree. But we did it anyway. You turned my world upside down. You got my head spinning round and around. There ain't no way we're turning back now. 'Cause I think we both agree stranger things have happened than you and me. There's been snow falling in the Sahara and buildings that touch the clouds. Even more crazy how well I get you, even though we shouldn't work out. You turned my world upside down. You got my head spinning round and around. There ain't no way we're turning back now. 'Cause I think we both agree stranger things have happened than you and me. Stranger things have happened than you and me. Nothing about us, boy, makes any sense. We both felt it from that first kiss. We shouldn't do this, shouldn't do this, shouldn't do this. But we did it anyway. You turned my world upside down. You got my head spinning round and around. There ain't no way we're turning back now. 'Cause I think we both agree stranger things have happened than you and me. Stranger things have happened than you and me. You turned my world upside down. Stranger things have happened than you and me.
And you're back on the Balcony Show, and we have come to the end of another great show. Thank you, Taylor Tote. Go out, check her pages, give her a follow. You're going to want to watch her because I have a feeling this young lady's going to be doing some really great things. What an amazing talent.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely seems like she's keeping herself busy.
Well, I like her whole, she's a package deal. You know what I mean? Like, she's got a really good head on her shoulders, and she's just a really nice person, I think, too. So really enjoyed speaking with her. So
Yeah, very well versed. And I think that comes with a lot of experience. I mean, she's been, like she had mentioned earlier, she was on a national tour. I know she's one of those, local heavy hitters at the Jersey Shore. She's played the Stone Pony in Asbury Park. So, like you said, Ann, she's got a lot going for her.
yeah, I expect to, one of these days we'll watch her walk it across the Grammy stage, I'm sure. I can see it. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for, as usual, making the show a wonderful If you want to get on the balcony show starting January 22nd, we are running another Reverb Nation campaign. So get your songs to us. And if we like what you hear, you too will get on the show and be a part of the madness. Right, Madcat?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of madness going on.
They have no idea.
Oh, we need it though. We need the madness to keep us sane.
That's right. So with that, I'm going to bid you two good night. And we're going to end things tonight with a song from Carrie Goodhind, The Shallow. Take a listen. Good night, everybody from the Balcony Show. We'll catch you next week.
Peace. That's what's up.
A girl who draws you to come in. Those eyes that stare is mesmerizing. It's everything. She always plays you by the rules, keeps up her game so she can never lose. You will only lose, but I have seen her make you weak, fall down to your knees so that she can drag you up to start again. Some girls just make a name, filling up their pride, dialing down their shame, and they take whatever the consequence may be. Well, some girls just have to have, and it makes no difference if it's good or bad. And I hope one day you will see eventually. I've seen the way she swings her hair, her clothes skin tight, as she don't give a damn. No, she don't care. She drives